At the height of the summer, mosquitoes can be a problem, though it wasn't one we encountered in September. The Camargue is certainly off the beaten track, and that's its charm. But a trip to the ancient city of Arles, with its Roman amphitheatre, is easily done in a day from the Camargue, and it would be a shame to miss it. So, whether horses, wildlife, or quite simply the unspoiled countryside is your passion, the Camargue provides the answer. It's a region of wild and open horizons, a magical maze, half sea, half land, tucked away in one of the least accessible parts of southern France, a tapestry of greens, gold and copper brown at any time of the year. The Camargue is where the River Rhône loses itself in a morass of aimless wandering, pouring over half its waters into dozens of small streams, marshes and shallow lagoons. It's a land that's long been famous for its labyrinth of land and water and its fantastic wildlife, and there's only one way to see it. The Guardians are as much a part of the Camargue as the white horses they ride. The small, sturdy ponies are said by locals to be descended from the animals that drew Neptune's chariot from the sea. And the cowboys have more than a hint of the gypsy blood that's run through the region for 500 years, since the Camargue became their annual place of pilgrimage. The bulls were brought to France by ancient invaders, and with the lyra-shaped horns, closely resemble the bulls of ancient Greece. Along with the black bulls and white horses, the pink flamingos make up the trilogy of colour the Camargue is famous for. Pink, white and black. To ride with these men and see the wild Camargue ponies in their element was a privilege I'd waited 20 years to realise, since I first heard about them as a pony-mad youngster. And what better way to end the morning than back at the ranch with the cowboys to sample some light liquid refreshment. The French have wonderful customs. After a hard day's riding, a trainee Camargue cowboy needs somewhere to rest their head and hang up their boots. And I think I found the best hotel in the Camargue. The Mur de Pine is a 17th century farmhouse, and today it's the ultimate in rustic chic. The clean, simple lines are the perfect backdrop for the antique furnishings. And in a farmhouse, the only place to eat is, of course, the kitchen. On the edge of the marsh, agriculture is making inroads. You'd be forgiven for thinking we'd gone much further east. Yes, these are rice paddies. The surrounding countryside is a joy to behold, full of inviting little villages whose ancient stone walls blend perfectly with the more modern architecture. And if you do get peckish, there's plenty of fruit on the trees. At the heart of the Camargue is the Étang de Vaccarès, an enormous saltwater lagoon and part of the national park that's attempting to preserve the precarious balance between nature and progress. Here, over 400 different species of birds have made their home, and I wish I could too. It's amazing how the Camargue is relatively unknown to British visitors. So if you like the sort of holiday where you get away from fellow natives, the Camargue could be just the place for you.
Coming up